Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for January through March. This is your quarter one reading for 2022. We're going to just, sorry, I didn't do this angle. We're just going to jump right in here, Taurus, and see what is going on for you at this time. And that'll be that. You start off with this electric eel spirit. I love this card. And by the way, this whole entire deck is all messed up, so I don't read reversals. It's not like, whatever. Some people don't like that, but whatever. Get over it, right? But Taurus, let's see what's going on for you. As I was saying, this electric eel spirit says, bring your ideas to life. This is like my favorite card in this deck, so I love this card. And there's a lot of inspirational energy here. You have the Judgment card and the Ace of Wands. It's funny that it's going down to this Five of Swords. Sometimes when we have like an inspirational idea, it could feel a little bit like a risk, or it could feel like we're taking a risk, maybe. And maybe we are, maybe we aren't. doesn't really matter. The Five of Swords sometimes asks us to take some sort of risk, and we'll talk about that. You're like the second sign that has had a message like this, so it might just be the energy in general, kind of like the collective energy. But this card is clearly asking you to bring something to life. You have the Judgment card, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. I'm getting weird words here, like I can't take this any longer, or I can't stand this anymore. Those are the words that I'm getting off of the Judgment card. That is the thing that I feel you are waking up to. It's like you're waking up to the status quo. Maybe you're waking up to wanting to make a change in your life in a big way here, Taurus, with the Judgment card. So kind of interesting. I've never had like words like that pop into my head, not that I can think of. Just like randomly on the Judgment card. Usually I just see it as a wake-up call, but I feel like the type of wake-up call that you're having is that something has to change. And even like this, it's like, this is a, ridiculous card right here. These unicorn tangs on this card. I'm a fish nerd, so I know what they are, but it says unexplained wonder, but it's like, they're kind of like ridiculous looking fish, they kind of look crazy. They have these long noses. And that's what's standing out to me. Is it's like sometimes I think like if life becomes stagnant, stale, things are always the same. It's like we need to walk away from that with the Eight of Cups. But sometimes we might do something crazy to like mix things up. I'm not so sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The Knight of Swords would, you have the Knight of Swords in this row. We'll cover it in a second. And the Knight of Swords would kind of tell me this is a bad thing, not a good thing. But, because Knight of Swords usually is like a rash decision, making a decision too quickly for the wrong reasons. But I don't know. The rest of the cards are so good that, are relatively positive, I should say, that, really I don't feel that it's necessarily a bad thing if you're making a crazy decision. I forgot to say there's going to be a part 2 to this reading as well, linked up down below. So make sure to watch part 2. We're going to clarify everything in that. And it's at a pinned comment, if I can talk today, down below. Next, you have the Ace of Cups. I believe everybody is really being pushed in this direction. I believe that everybody that's alive today basically is being pushed towards their heart or towards their, like what their inner voice is telling them to do. So I feel for a lot of you, that's what I feel with the Ace of Cups. I don't really see this as a love reading because there just isn't like a lot that would represent love here necessarily. There are some things, but for you, I feel this is talking about like your inner voice or maybe something that your heart belongs to, and that's the direction I would be moving in with that Ace of Cups, or the Eight of Cups. Sorry, the thing about the Eight of Cups is that he's like walking off in the distance here. He's walking, somewhere. Who knows where he's walking? But, well, actually, we do know. He's walking towards the Nine of Cups. He's walking towards fulfillment. He's walking towards happiness and enjoyment and contentment and all those things. So he's walking towards something great. But this is like the only tarot card that has an eclipse on it. This is a lunar eclipse going on right here, and it represents a period after a new moon as well. So I feel for a lot of you, there's like clearly a change coming in for you. Judgment, Eight of Cups, pretty much every single sign has had a major change at this time. To me, again, whenever we get these readings that are very similar for the collective, I always say that it's like probably some sort of just, big change that's going on collectively for everyone. Looks like a good thing so far, I would say. I would say also that if you're wondering like when things are going to change, I would say more on the March side of things. So towards the end of the first quarter. First quarter, just a little bit slow until we get to like the second week of February. Then I think things are going to pick up. Next, you have this unexplained wonder card. It says magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are being answered. Are you kidding me? That is a very good card. I like that. So clearly there's good stuff going on here. And it kind of reminds me, the unicorn horn here kind of reminds me of like jousting, like knights would do. And you have the Knight of Swords, which would be the jousting knight right here. And I feel for a lot of you, it's like you are charging forward towards something here. I almost get this like going back thing popping into my head where it's almost like a double take is what I would call this. And I'm seeing it right here. Judgment with the Knight of Swords. It's like something has been calling out to you. Maybe you walked away, but the Knight of Swords is you going back. I'm not suggesting that you're going back to the past. I feel you are just doing a double take on something in your life. And again, I don't even feel like it's a person. I feel that some of you are doing a double take on, what you want to do with your life or your career or your business or a project that you want to create, because you have the Ace of Wands right here. The Ace of Wands can just simply be the start of a project, the start of a creative pursuit as well. And so it seems to me like you're getting started on something, Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, and you have the Six of Pentacles here as well. And the Six of Pentacles is a card of planting seeds. It's a card of, trying to grow something or wanting to grow something in your life. So it's like you are wanting these seeds to sprout. I always say that the Ace of Wands is like the, kind of like that initial spark of light, of life and light. It is you kind of planting a seed and the roots going down into the soil. It is that like first initial spark of life. And so it's like something is being given life in your reading, and I would just keep putting in the work. I feel like you always get the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is pretty simple as far as progress is concerned. I'm getting the word progress on this card, and I feel intuitively that this is more talking about the progress that you were hoping to make in your life. And the Six of Pentacles is pretty simple. It's very much like the Justice card. It says, if you put work into something, what is the result that you get back? Do you see results? Do you see fruits from your labors? Do you move forward? Do you make progress or not? Pretty simple. It's kind of like one of those cards of, I wouldn't really say instant feedback, because sometimes I think people think instant feedback, oh, I'm going to start my business and make $1 million. No, that's not the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is like you start your business and then you get like a client that pays you money, or maybe you make your first dollar. It could be something very small with the Six of Pentacles, but Six of Pentacles is about, making a bunch of those small steps that lead up to a giant leap. That's like what you're doing here with the Six of Pentacles. And again, if you want love, what I would say here is that, Six of Pentacles is very similar as far as love is concerned. It says if you want love, same thing, like put a little bit of work in with the person. If things start moving forward, then keep going, but it's kind of like looking at a relationship more like a tennis match, as I always say. It's like you hit the ball to them, do they hit it back? If the answer is no, stop. If the answer is yes, keep going, right? And that's what I would do with the Six of Pentacles for sure. Next, you have this Flower Spirit card. I just feel like joy and happiness. Flowers, kind of like in the tarot, represent joy, happiness. They can also represent like bliss, following your bliss or doing something that you love to do. And so I feel that energy on this card. I feel like you're just kind of more like following your bliss, doing the things that you enjoy doing with your life. You have the Hermit, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords in this row. I feel it's like I'm definitely getting a lot of knowledge here. The Hermit, he has a gray cloak, a gray beard. He's got that staff, and he's standing at the top of a mountain. Literally every single bit of that right there, everything I just described, represents wisdom in the tarot. He has gained a lot of wisdom. He has done some soul searching. He's found his inner voice maybe, or he's gone through like a dark night of the soul, and he has gained the wisdom. But he's got that star, the star and the lantern. It kind of looks like the star on the star card. And to me, the Hermit can say, that you need to let that star out. a lot of books that talk about the Hermit, they also say like he could take that lantern, put it at his feet, and he could set his feet free because maybe his feet are frozen at the top of the mountain. To me, the Hermit is a good card because it's like you've overcome something, like climbed to the top of a mountain, but now it's time to like share your story, or now it's time to move forward. Sometimes I think we like forget to do that after like a long journey or going through some difficulties. You have the Three of Cups here as well. And the Three Cups, I feel, is a celebration that's coming in for you. I also feel that there's more, the world is opening up to you in general. So I feel there are more people that want to assist you at this time. I say to all three earth signs all the time. I mean, teamwork makes the dream work, especially for you earth signs. If I was an earth sign, and I basically am because I have a ton of Capricorn in my chart, it's like what I've been focusing on, like building relationships, networking, all sorts of stuff. Because again, if you want to be successful, that's what I'd be doing at this time. And I mean, for the foreseeable future, basically until you're dead. So forever, right? And that's what I would do with the Three of Cups. Just because, the future is about co-creation. And, as I always say, and I feel if you are, co-creating or working with other people, in both finding success, it's like you're taking the amount of success and multiplying it by 10. And that's why I would do it, plain and simple. And finally, you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords asks you to take a risk. And I immediately felt this, especially with this card right here. I'm just going to show you this Unicorn Tang card right here. The reason I feel that, I feel like these two cards are connected is because I feel like the risk that you're taking is putting yourself out there as your true authentic self. The Hermit represents discovering your true authentic self. Five of Swords, like I said, taking a risk. So I feel in a lot of ways pretty simple. I feel like you are just putting yourself on display here, Taurus, like who you truly are. And this could be through a project very specifically with the Ace of Wands or anything, anything that you're starting, project, business, relationship, whatever. I feel like the whole, the gist of this reading is that you're bringing something unique into the world. And it's probably going to answer your prayers. As that card says, magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. Damn. That is pretty good, Taurus. So thank you for being here, Taurus. Really, really appreciate it. I could keep going, because I realize this is only like 12 minutes long, but really, there's no need to. So we're gonna end it there. There will be a part 2 linked up down below. So make sure to check out part 2. And that's it. I will see you in part 2. So thank you, and definitely enjoy your next 3 months.